Hey guys. Today we'll be recapping the Manhwa Till Divorce Do Us Part. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, as it really helps our channel grow. Thanks. Carlee Browning, master of the Brownings Guild, said to her aide named Harper Blythe. So this kid is the only one? The road here is rather narrow. We may have to walk from this point on. This road is certainly too old and narrow for a wagon. Oh well, it doesn't matter. As long as my candidate is acceptable. Harper Blythe replied. Indeed, madam. Carlee Browning asked. Is this the place? Is anyone home? A boy opened the door and asked. Who is it? Who are you? Carlee Browning said. Oh, I'm not trying to sell anything. Don't worry. I mean, my job is sales, but... The boy interrupted. Not interested. Carlee Browning exclaimed. Wait. Carlee's aide Harper interjected. Madam, please be careful. Step back, madam. We will protect you. You all make it look like someone's trying to assassinate me. The boy asked again. Who are you people? Carlee Browning thought to herself. So this small, skinny boy is my final candidate? Carlee Browning then introduced herself. Greetings, Lord Allard. I am Carlee Browning, master of the Brownings Guild. How did it come to this? 1 month ago, in shelter of Lily's hotel, Harper Blythe said to the general manager. Are you listening? The manager stammered. Oh, of course. Harper Blythe asked. Is that so? Based on your silence, I assumed that my words had been going in one ear and out the other. The general manager responded. Well. He purposefully chose the day that our guild master was staying at the hotel managed by our guild and boldly strode straight into her room. How disgraceful. Carlee Browning apologized. Oh, sorry. I didn't sleep very well. Maybe because someone attacked me in my sleep. Harper Blythe sternly said. This is hardly the time for jokes. The culprit found and entered the exact room that you were staying in, madam. He was fortunately caught on sight, but that isn't all. The employee at the front desk and the emergency master key both disappeared at the time of the act, meaning it's possible this employee was an accomplice. This issue is important for the safety of not only our guild master but also our normal customers. Just how on earth are you educating your employees? Carlee Browning said. Well, come on. Could he really have expected something like this to happen? Carlee then dismissed the general manager. You may go now, sir. The general manager protested. Madam! Carlee insisted. That's enough now. Don't you think, Harper? Harper Blythe agreed. Madam, you're more than enough on the strict front, so I can be a little lax. Harper continued. You are far too relaxed. You just about suffered something terrible. Did you already forget? Carlee Browning responded. How could I forget? I was shocked too. You said it was a noble who tried to attack me, right? Apparently, he is the second son of a baron. I have sent the guild's chief legal officer and chief financial officer. They should be working out an agreement around now. The manager thought. An agreement? Oh, you mean taking everything they have? Carlee Browning said. All right. Tell me when they get back. I just wanted to relax for a day. I guess I can't catch a break. No matter how desperate they may be for money, I'm just the master of a guild. I can't believe the son of a noble would sneak into my room like that. It makes no sense. Harper Blythe explained. It's because we're not just a guild. Its members are the kingdom's most well-known and wealthy merchants, and its symbol of a crow can be seen throughout the kingdom. While some may not even know the names of their own lords, they certainly know the master of the guild with a crow. People lost their minds over the story of a girl from a corner store becoming the wealthiest person in the country overnight. And with this famous woman of the Browning family turning 21 this year, she also became the top prospective bride for men looking to marry into riches. They say there's nothing the wealth of the Brownings can't buy, but I can't even buy the most important thing, peace of mind. They've sent letters and tried all sorts of things. Now they're literally throwing themselves at me? Carlee Browning wondered. How could there still be old-fashioned men who are obsessed with a woman's virginity? Harper Blythe remarked. But madam, you managed to stay safe while alone against an armed stranger. Carlee proudly stated. It is a great relief, but it took a while before help could arrive. Oh, I kicked that scoundrel right between his legs, Harper Blythe advised. Please speak in a more ladylike manner, madam. However, you did very well. The men who hope to marry you are beginning to use every method at their disposal. Carlee Browning said happily. Yep. I'm lucky this attempt failed, but there's no guarantee the next one will fail too. It's one thing for them to come after me, Carlee Browning said. But it's quite another when these things start to interfere with the guild's affairs. This wasn't a method I wanted to use, but, she continued, I don't think I have any other choice, Harper. It's time to buy a husband. After all, there's nothing in the world that the Brownings can't buy. A month later, present day, back at Lord Allard's house. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Lord Allard. I know we've just met, but would you be my husband? Carlee Browning asked. Lord Allard responded. I'm sorry, what did you just say? Carlee Browning clarified. I'm asking whether you've made your decision about marrying me. You read the letter I sent, didn't you? Lord Allard asked. What letter? Carlee Browning, confused, turned to Harper and asked. Didn't you tell me that you sent the marriage offer and the drafted contract? Harper Blythe confirmed. I did. I'm sure it must have arrived by now. Just then, Lord Allard handed her a letter and said, Here you are. Carlee Browning took the letter, whispering, This is... She noticed something off and asked a postboy, Why did this come so late? The postboy explained, Oh boy. You'll never believe it, ma'am. We all went out for supper and got food poisoning. We've been in the trenches for days, I tell ya. But the mail keeps coming in, and now we're just buried in it. Oh, and the toilet's clogged to boot. You can flush her down, but she'll just rush right back up and... Carlee Browning cut him off. Enough, enough. Go already. The postboy replied. I'll be off then. Got a mountain o' mail to deliver. Lord Allard glanced at the letter in Carlee's hands. Carlee Browning said, Oh, well, you see. Wait. Hold on a second. This is the letter that I sent. What a terrible start. How did we get to this? She then said, He has to cut off the flow of suitors, which means he needs to come from a good family. Harper Blythe thought. Someone who comes from a good family but doesn't have any personal connections, assets, or career aspirations. Someone who has fallen out of favor with high society and would accept the proposal of a wealthy commoner. There must be at least one or two men that fit the bill, right? Carlee Browning exclaimed. I really said that. Harper Blythe confirmed. You really did. Carlee Browning admitted. The incident at the hotel must have made me a little desperate. But still, that sounds like it came right from the mouth of an evil villain, doesn't it? I'm like a wicked witch who thinks anything can be bought with money. Come on, you lot! When I say something like that, you're supposed to say, No, you're not a witch. Are you really planning to marry, madam? Carlee Browning replied. Why? Does it sound like I'm joking? A young girl, the chief financial officer named Amy Rose, said, But madam, didn't you say you weren't ever going to marry? Even just recently you said that you were going to live your entire life with the companionship of your money and then split the rights to the guild evenly among us before your death. You also said you would donate all of your remaining money to an orphanage. Amy Rose added, So I was really hoping you'd die early. The chief legal officer named Ernest exclaimed, How could you just say that? If Madam passes away too early, the assets will stop growing and be left at an insufficient amount. Amy Rose, shocked, said, That's true. What a thing to say when I'm in charge of the money. In that case, Madam, please continue living until the peak of our guild's prosperity, and then pass away right on time. Ernest agreed. Agreed. Carlee Browning sighed. You all do know that I'm right here, don't you? Well, anyway. I can't keep living like this. I know it's rare for there to be an unmarried woman in her early 20s with enough wealth to provide comfortable lives to 3 generations, but these suitors are trying so hard to woo me that it's become quite a bother. Amy Rose said, You might be the first person who's ever managed to halt all of the guild's paperwork due to incoming marriage proposals. Carlee Browning said, That stuff, and when we sent all the mail back, they started just sending everything directly to you. It seems these men who don't even know their place think they can woo a woman. Amy Rose added, How absurd. Even our guild master has eyes. It's always men like that who have baseless confidence. Harper Blythe said, And now we've had stalkers, attempted kidnappers, and even bedroom invaders. But even so, I must say that I do not support you sacrificing yourself to a marriage of convenience. Carlee Browning insisted. You're blowing things out of proportion. It's simple. It would be foolish not to use a good method simply because I don't want to. And with how hard you all work, I feel guilty being such a burden. Harper Blythe relented. All right. We will look for nobles whose families are in ruin or those with non-hereditary titles. A while later, Harper Blythe presented a list. Here is the list of potential candidates. Carlee Browning reviewed it and exclaimed, Let's see. My dear friends, have you all collectively gone insane? What am I meant to do with a 15-year-old child? He's only 15. Marriage? He's 6 years younger than me. Harper Blythe explained. An age difference of that extent is common among nobles. Carlee Browning argued. I'm against marrying young. Did you not see the recent paper published by the state? It even stated that the prince himself said it's time to bring an end to marrying young, did it not? Amy Rose pointed out. But 15 isn't young for the family of a marquis. And you're not even going to consummate the marriage anyway. Carlee Browning thought. Consummate? How could you say something so despicable? She then declared. I'm against this marriage. I can't do it. No, I won't do it. Amy Rose protested. Madam, there are more candidates on the other pages. Ernest advised. Please take a deep breath and look through all of them first. Carlee Browning sighed. Fine, give it here. The rest of them are all horrible. Lady Harriet Arden, a medical practitioner, welcomed them. Come in for now. Carlee Browning said. Please excuse our intrusion. Please sit down over there. Seeing him up close, he doesn't look as young as I'd been fearing. He's also quite handsome. We didn't expect any visitors, so we don't have anything prepared. Shall I at least put some tea on? Lord Allard responded. Oh, no thank you. That's quite all right. Well, could you tell me what you're here for then? He asked. Carlee Browning replied. Allow me to properly introduce myself. It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, your lordship. I am Carlee Browning, master of the Brownings Guild. This is my aide, Harper Blythe. This woman here is Harriet Arden, a medical practitioner. Lord Allard said. I am Ethelred. He purposefully didn't give his last name or title, putting up quite a wall. Carlee Browning continued. It wasn't our intention, but we've ended up gathering here without giving you any word in advance. To return to the subject at hand, the reason I'm here is detailed in this envelope. However, I will briefly explain first. You can listen while you read it. Inside, you'll find a marriage contract, my self-introduction, and the prenuptial agreement, which... Lord Allard interrupted. Wait! Carlee Browning asked. What is it? Lord Allard exclaimed. What on earth? What is this talk of marriage out of nowhere? I have nothing to do with the Brownings, and how could I marry someone I've just met? Carlee Browning asserted. Lord Arden, Ethelred, you're the only one for me. That's how much I desire you. Lord Allard hesitated. Well, with a little more pressure, I might be able to sell him on this. The conditions are pretty good. You're not losing anything on this deal. Even so, Lord Elad said, reading the letter. How about discussing this with the head of the household? His position in this is also included in the contract. You know who I live with? Lord Elad asked. Carlee Browning replied. Of course. It's your family. How could I bring up marriage without talking about your family? Lord Elad thought. She must have already done a background check on me, but she's still saying family. She should know that I don't share a single drop of blood with them. Carlee Browning became happy and said, Oh, there he is now. Albert, the guardian of Lord Elad's family, arrived and said, Young master? I heard people talking. Who's this? Carlee Browning thought. That must be Albert, the third-generation butler of the Elad family. After the servants scattered, he's apparently remained a sturdy caretaker for the family all by himself. Harper, the documents, Carlee Browning said. Harper Blythe handed over the documents. Yes. Here is the contract we are proposing with Lord Elad. Albert read it. Marriage proposal? Albert was shocked. Albert! Carlee Browning remarked. I guess he's not that sturdy after all. Harriet Arden approached. I'm a doctor, sir. Take a deep breath, that's it. It would be best for you to go back and lie down. Albert insisted. No, I'm all right. More importantly, what is the meaning of all this? Carlee Browning said. Oh, well, where should I begin? First, if you take a look at the documents we've given you, this child is of nobility. How dare you? My, aren't we the high-ranking family all of a sudden? Albert asked. What did you say? Carlee Browning replied. Yes. How dare I indeed? She thought. Lord Elad has already gone bankrupt. All he has left is his family name. Honor, wealth, heritage, they've all vanished without a trace. And yet he asks me how I dare do this? Perhaps I don't look like much to you because I'm a merchant, but I'm still a Browning. A young marquis, 15 years of age. Moved to his current residence 8 years ago. Lives alone with an elderly butler. No close relatives. I know everything about you, and I dare say I am your best possible partner. Take my hand. I guarantee you'll lose nothing in this deal, Carlee Browning said. Lord Elad replied. You say quite boldly that you've done a background check on me. How are you so certain I'd agree to such a ridiculous proposal? Carlee Browning answered. Your lordship, merchants do not take certainty lightly. All I can do is work until you desire me. Albert added, I'm the kingdom's most eligible and wealthy bachelorette, and I've arrived right on your doorstep. Carlee Browning said, This is an excellent opportunity for you. Moreover, I am even a woman of conscience. I'm not asking you to live with me as my real husband. You only have to sign the contract. Harper Blythe explained. Madam has a great number of suitors, and our guild is attempting to purge, disincentivize them. Hence, we are hoping for a marriage-type partnership with the lord of the noble Elad family. However, if you oppose the marriage due to ethical reasons, Carlee Browning said, Of course we do. Buying a little baby like this for marriage is savage and irrational. Please note that our proposal is in the form of temporary employment and sponsorship. Lord Elad read the script. Special short-term employment contract, Guildmaster's husband. 1. This contract will be valid until the employee's coming of age. This is subject to change with the agreement of both parties. 2. As a down payment, the employer shall transfer a portion of her guild's land to the employee. 3. The employer shall pay all of the employee's work expenses. The employer shall not force any activity on the employee beyond the minimum required for displaying their relationship. Carlee Browning said, Honestly, it isn't honorable of me to get a child involved. However, all we need is written acceptance. For everything else, I will agree to whatever you desire. Lord Elad asked. Whatever I desire? You seem to just say whatever you think I'll want to hear. How can I trust you? Carlee Browning replied. That's why we have a contract, isn't it? Lord Elad said. But also, you're right. It's up to you whether or not you deem us trustworthy. And it's up to me whether or not I will betray that trust. Lord Elad thought. She doesn't seem like a liar. But she's not telling me to trust her either. There's no way that I can know for sure whether she's trustworthy. He pondered. I am sure of one thing. This woman represents both a massive choice and a challenge in my life. Guild headquarters. Carlee Browning said. Long story short, we were kicked out. Amy Rose commented. You're really bad at negotiating, madam. The future of the guild sure looks bleak. Carlee Browning responded. If my skilled financial officer says so, I guess it's true. I'm useless. The future is in your hands, guys. Harper Blythe said. Please refrain from making jokes. I cannot help but take them seriously. Also, Amy Rose, you go too far with your jokes about the guild master. Amy Rose retorted. Tisk, you're so strict. Ernest asked. By the way, where did you say they lived? Linden Street? Carlee Browning thought. No, Elm. Huh? Elm Green? They live in a place like that? She said. I know, right? Even though he's an Elad Marquis. Elad, their Marquis family name and the name of the grain farmland they own. There was a time when the products of that land all contributed to the power of the Marquis. Ernest added. But they no longer have their land or castle. Even their townhouse in the capital has been taken from them. Based on our investigations, they only receive the small pension funds that are given to those of nobility. That's right. I think that's how they're getting by, Carlee Browning said. She thought. Moreover, those two. Something's still bugging me about the old man there. He doesn't look very well, and he keeps coughing. Amy Rose said. He probably has a cold. The seasons are changing, after all. Carlee Browning said. We can't be sure of that. I left a few guards there just in case so that we can keep in touch. There's also the fact that gangs might show up if rumors spread that I went there. Amy Rose asked. Does this mean you haven't given up on the Marquis yet? Did you perhaps fall in love at first sight? Carlee Browning retorted. Must you make me look so shameless? Turning to the maid named Marie, Carlee Browning said. Come in. Hello, Marie. What's for dessert today? Marie responded. Hello? I've brought strawberry shortcakes and black tea today. Carlee Browning asked. I'm curious about something. Did no one from the royal family or nobility try to help the Elad family before they reached this point? Amy Rose said. The nobility have no interest in others. They just want to fill their own stomachs. You sure are naive, madam. Ernest added. Even the crown prince is wary of the power wielded by the high nobility. There's even a possibility that they're the ones who brought about the downfall of the Elads. Marie asked. May I help you with anything else? Carlee Browning replied. That's all right. Thank you. Come to think of it, what happened to the hotel pervert? Amy Rose said. The nerve. They think that just because they're of nobility, they can tell us to keep this quiet when they're the ones who started the whole thing. That's why we were going to get a massive settlement in return, but... Ernest continued. But their financial situation was a mess. That's also why they started it. Carlee Browning said. It's a complete mess. They have no money. Only debt. But you all have still managed to acquire some assets, right? Amy Rose confirmed. Of course. We took every last crumb they had from them. The only ones who know we took all of their money are us and them. Good. Now we can formally charge them and get rid of all of that useless pride and honor that they have left. As soon as we receive the settlement money, get it in all the newspapers. Make sure the headlines are as sensational as possible. And don't worry about the expense, Carlee Browning instructed. Lord Elad laid on his bed, feeling cold. He thought, I guess it rained last night. He became worried about Albert, thinking, is Albert all right? He seemed really sick all day yesterday. Lord Elad rushed to Albert's door and said, Albert, are you there? Albert? Did it rain a lot last night? He became more worried about Albert and said, How long have you been like this? All night? At first, I have to find a clinic. No, I can't leave him alone like this. It's dangerous. I'll go find someone to help. Just hang on. Who can I ask? What do I do? Is there an emergency? Please excuse me. A guard came to Albert's room. Lord Elad demanded, Wait. Who are you to be walking into someone's house like this? The guard replied, Wait. This isn't a good time. Please calm down. I will take this patient to the hospital. I will call a carriage and help you to the main street. Lord Elad asked, Are you? The guard said, Yes. I am from the Browning Guild. The guard took Albert to the hospital. At the hospital, Carlee Browning arrived and asked, What happened? How is he? Harriet Arden responded, He has pneumonia. Luckily, the guards did a good job handling the situation. Lord Elad said, He foolishly sat by and let his illness worsen. I gave him some medicine, so let's keep him here and watch over him for a few more days. He asked, Doctor, how much are the fees for the treatment and hospitalization? Dr. Harriet Arden replied, Oh, don't worry about that. I'd be happy to take only a small fee. Just think of it as a stroke of luck for having a doctor amongst your acquaintances. Carlee Browning said, If she says it's fine, then it really is. Everyone at the hospital knows Dr. Arden. Lord Elad said, I would like to thank you too. Thanks to you, Albert was able to get quick treatment. I'm not quite sure how to repay you though. He thought, I was taught to always repay my debts, but this is Carlee Browning. What can I give the kingdom's wealthiest merchant? Lord Elad said, Wait, there is one thing. The marriage contract. No matter what I sacrifice, it won't be enough to repay her for keeping my family alive. But at least with this. He said, Madam, if the contract that you proposed previously is still valid, I would like to consent and… Carlee Browning interrupted. Hey, Lord Elad said, Just what do you take me for, kid? Guild headquarters. Carlee Browning said, Just what do you take me for, kid? Did you think I brought this man to the hospital so that you would accept my marriage proposal? Is that the kind of person I look like to you? Of course, I haven't given up on you, but this is unrelated. Lord Elad replied, I only did what anyone would have done in this situation. So you'd better not be thinking anything ridiculous. Amy Rose interrupted. Oh, for goodness sake, madam. Quit while you're ahead, would you? Look, madam. This kid has been rejecting you, but now he's finally agreeing to the marriage, no? So count yourself lucky and accept him. Why are you rejecting him now? Harper Blythe intervened. Miss Rose, you are complicating the conversation. Please step back. Carlee Browning said. Harper's right. I'm begging you, please just stay still. Amy Rose responded. I'm already standing still. Carlee Browning retorted. Your mouth, too. Stop moving your mouth. Lord Elad thought. She seems like a person with morals. I don't feel like she's a bad person. She even saved Albert. I will genuinely accept it, the marriage. Amy Rose said. See? Just go and get it done already. Who cares what's right and wrong? Carlee Browning said. I'm serious. You don't have to do this because of him. I'm not interested in using a person's life to put someone in my debt. Lord Elad replied. It's not compensation. I'll try trusting you. That would be enough, right? Carlee Browning said. What the? All right then. You won't regret this decision, your lordship. Lord Elad responded. You don't have to address me so formally. I'll do my best. A few days later, Mrs. Hulda, the landlord, said, You can't just tell me you're leaving out of nowhere. What am I meant to do now? How am I supposed to find new tenants? Amy Rose asked. Ethel, are you moving? Why? Where? Are you going far? Can't you stay? Lord Elad said. Well, actually, it was a sudden decision for us too. Mrs. Holder replied. That's what renters always say. This is still too sudden. You're putting me in a difficult position. Lord Elad said. Well, Mrs. Holder added. How am I supposed to return your deposit with no warning? Do you think money grows on trees? Lord Elad asked. What was the rent? Carlee Browning said. I'm Ethelred's guardian. I'm told he's paid his rent for this month. How much is the monthly rent? And the deposit? I'll pay it all. Mrs. Holder hesitated. Well, Carlee Browning continued. You're not sure? Fine. I'll double it and then double it again. I added some and rounded up. This should be enough. Take the extra as a gift. This is more than enough money to buy a house. Carlee Browning said. Oh, and as for the deposit, I'll take it from here. Okay, that should solve the rent issue. What else is left? Lord Elad said. Aren't you rushing things a bit? Carlee Browning responded. It's best to get things like these solved quickly. Someone might try to sabotage. She added. Sir, you'll have to keep seeing me from now on. I'd prefer if you didn't always glare at me like that. Our precious young lord. He's my husband. Albert said. I'll respect your decision, my lord. Carlee Browning said. In that case, please read the contract thoroughly and inform me of any changes that you'd like to make. I'll be sending a legal representative soon, so you can talk to him before making a decision. He looks like he couldn't even sweat a fly, but he's very skilled. Lord Elad thought. Because Sir Albert is hospitalized, I'll leave the packing to you. Carlee Browning said. You only need to pack what you need. Don't bring any clothes or household items. We'll have to buy new ones anyway. Lord Elad said. I guess these clothes probably don't meet their standard. Carlee Browning said. What else was there? We have to hurry and get going. That's right. The guard you met last time is named Vika. I'll be having Vika and a few others guard you from now on. Since the two of you are now legally related to me, you'll need the safety. That's all for now. See you later. Lord Elad said. Alright, dude. He thought. She's like a natural disaster. A storm that sweeps through in an instant and then just moves on. A few more days later, Ernest met Lord Elad and said, It's a pleasure to meet you, Lord Elad. My name is Ernest. I am the legal officer of the Browning Guild. Lord Elad asked. Are you all right? Ernest replied. I've been a little busy lately, but I'm all right. The holidays are coming up, so I'll get some rest then. Lord Elad thought. He looks like a refugee after a natural disaster. Let's begin amending the contract. Ernest said. Okay, I'll take that as your confirmation that this is sufficient. If you have no other objections, we'll proceed like this. Lord Elad thought. He's a completely different person now. All right. She's right. He looks like he couldn't even kill a fly, but he's indeed skilled. Ernest said. All right. In that case, my work here is officially finished. Albert said. There is one thing you've left out. Ernest asked. What is it? Albert said. Well, actually. Lord Elad asked. What? Is it serious? Tell me. Albert said. It's the issue of inheritance. Lord Elad thought. If, just in the completely hypothetical, unlikely, rare event, that... Albert said. Well, that they sire some babes. How the children will split the inheritance, and how much it will be. Lord Elad exclaimed. Albert, what are you saying? What? Bear children? Lord Elad exclaimed. Albert, what on earth did you just say? Something about a child? Albert replied. And my lord, I did not say it with any ill intent. But this is a marriage contract with a distinguished family, and therefore... Ernest interjected. It is a little absurd, but it's important to follow the proper procedure. It is best to clarify these things. Albert added, And my lord, I'm not just some prattling old man. You listen up too, lawyer. Ernest continued, I understand your intentions for bringing this matter up, but the guildmaster's inheritors have already been decided, so there is no need for additional clauses in relation to that. Lord Elad said, Now then, do you have any other questions? Albert responded, No, your explanation has been sufficient. Ernest concluded, All right then. We'll finish here for now. I'll see you next time. Amy Rose commented, How could it be that a marquis doesn't own his own house? Running a business sure is terrifying. How could someone squander all of that wealth? I'd rather die than go into business. I'll live on my monthly paychecks forever. Carlee Browning remarked, I guarantee that you make more money than the average businessman in a year. Moreover, did you look into the Elad manor? Everyone came to try to get a piece for themselves. I've never seen anything like it. After reading the paper, Carlee Browning thought, It's a tangled web, so it will take a while to trace it all. If it's that bad, let's give up on this case instead of digging any further into it. Carlee Browning said to the servant, Mason's back, right? I wonder if he got enough rest. The servant replied, I'm sure he did. He even used up all of his vacation days for the rest of the year. Shall I call him in? Carlee Browning said, Please do. This may be a rush marriage, but I still ought to prepare a wedding gift. At the hospital, Lord Elad asked, Albert, is it really all right for you to leave the hospital so soon? Albert replied, I'm much better. And the doctor agreed to it. Lord Elad said, But what's all this noise? After looking at the carriage, Lord Elad exclaimed, What an incredible carriage! Isn't that the Brownings' carriage? The Brownings? What could such a large guild be doing at the hospital? Carlee Browning entered the room and said, Good morning. I came early because I heard you were being discharged, sir. Are you feeling better? Lord Elad replied, He is, but we can get back home on our own. You didn't need to come all the way here. Carlee Browning said, Actually, since our wedding is today, I thought I might as well help you with your luggage. Lord Elad said, Yes, the wedding. The wedding? Carlee Browning said, Lord Elad, let us become one today. Lord Elad, flustered, replied, Excuse me? This is too sudden. Carlee Browning asked, Oh, is there a reason today doesn't work? Lord Elad stammered, Well, no, but how ignorant can one possibly? Albert interjected, Oh, I see you're healthy enough to get angry. Lord Elad said, Hey Albert, don't get mad. You'll faint again. Let's go for now. Carlee Browning declared, Well then, let us be off down the path of love. Lord Elad thought, I think love would be the one emotion that won't ever exist between me and that woman. Carlee Browning added, Actually, we have to stop by somewhere before going to the government office. Lord Elad asked, Where? Carlee Browning replied, Let's just call it a wedding gift. Albert said, This is... Carlee Browning explained, After the mother of the previous marquis passed away, he was forced to sell this mansion for dirt cheap. I thought all of your properties were auctioned off for business funds and gambling debts. But after I looked into the Elad family's old assets to see what happened to them, I found out that this mansion has been preserved just as it was. Lord Elad thought, How did you manage to get it back? Carlee Browning said, Mason, our head guard, worked quite hard for it. Here. This is the proof of rights to the manor under your name. We finalized it late last night. Lord Elad read it and said, I can't accept this. Carlee Browning asked, Why not? Lord Elad replied, I haven't prepared anything to offer you. Carlee Browning said, Well, look at you, worrying about such things. I have a great deal to receive. Now, where was the back door again? It should be about time. I wonder if they've all arrived. Lord Elad asked. Huh? What on earth are you talking abo? Carlee Browning said. Here it is. Master of the Brownings. Is it true that you will be marrying an heir of nobility? You've decided to marry after constant rejections. Did you have a change of heart? Did the hotel incident cause you to change your mind? Carlee Browning said. Come on. Don't be so stiff. Give them a big smile. Lord Elad thought. I realized later that this comment from Carlee only sounded nice. Carlee Browning said. What should we do now, Lord Ethelred? First, let's act like we're close. How did the final settlement go with the Baron who caused the mess at the hotel? Apparently, your husband is 16 years younger than you. Will your future child be a part of the guild? Carlee muttered. Some of them are truly asking about an heir. Disgusting. Anyone 16 years younger than me is still essentially a baby suckling on their mother's teat. It seems these reporters don't use their brains anymore. Lord Elad thought. She can talk with her mouth closed? Carlee continued. This is why I hate press conferences. They take even the smallest tidbits and then just, sure are funny, aren't they? Don't be so nervous. Lord Elad said. No matter what happens, I'll be here by your side. He thought. She's awfully close. Carlee Browning said. Welcome to this side of the world, young prince. Despite the talk about the marriage of the Browning Guild master, the wedding itself was quiet and simple. In lieu of any sort of ceremony, they merely signed a marriage certificate at the government office. Harriet Arden said, So the two of you have come to register your marriage? Harriet handed over the paper and said, You'll need to sign this document. In accordance with the kingdom's law, I shall follow the marriage registration procedure and agree to be truthfully and lawfully married. Signed, Ethelred Elad. It's complete. The two of you are now legally married. Carlee Browning said. Great! Let's go. Let's go back to our house. Lord Elad thought. It's been years since I used my full name. This isn't just a signature. It's my commitment to fulfill the promise I made to her, even if it's fake. The next day, Lord Elad said, This ceiling feels unfamiliar. The ceiling in our house has wood and bricks sticking out of it. So why am I seeing a bed canopy and a frame? He remembered. Oh yeah. I moved. Albert asked. Did you cough, master? Lord Elad said. Albert? What are you wearing? Albert replied. I've decided to give my utmost in my duty as a butler. Lord Elad said. Albert, the way you're calling me master is... Albert said. I beg your forgiveness for my lack of manners over the years. Ever since the previous Marquis passed away and you were given your title, I should have been addressing you properly as master. But despite that, I continued to use my old method of address. Lord Elad said. Yeah. I guess I can't keep acting like a baby and being called young lord forever. It's time to act like an adult. Carlee Browning said. Good morning, your lordship. Did you sleep well? Lord Elad said. Good morning. You're here early. Could you sit there and wait for a moment? Carlee Browning replied. Yes. Take your time. Lord Elad thought. The only sound is her flipping through the pages. This silence is awkward and uncomfortable. Should I try to start some small talk? Carlee said. Don't be so nervous. No matter what happens, I'll be here by your side. Oh, right. About the Elad townhouse. If the owner of the mansion is in agreement, we'd like to repair it. What do you think? Albert added. We'll do our best to restore it to its original state, so we would appreciate your counsel, sir. Lord Elad said. Of course. I will give whatever I can. He thought. Albert looks happy. Even for me, although it was a short time, I still made a lot of nice memories and don't let it show. I need to act like an adult. Why, you may do as you please. Lord Elad suddenly said. Darling. Carlee Browning, shocked, asked. What? Did you? Carlee said. Darling? Then what am I supposed to call you, huh? Dearest? Honey? Lord Elad said. Wait, there's something in my throat, cough. Despite the new groom Ethelred's best efforts to play his part, things went to shambles within the first day. Lord Elad thought, Why, you're right. We are married, after all. So I suppose I am indeed your darling. Carlee Browning said. I finally understand how people can die laughing. Sorry for bursting out laughing all of a sudden. I apologize if that was rude. Lord Elad replied. I didn't mean anything by it. I just didn't expect to be called darling so suddenly. Don't be hurt. You're not mad, are you? My dear? Carlee Browning thought. Albert seems angry. That makes me want to rile him up a bit more, but I suppose I ought to stop here. Carlee said. Just call me Carlee. That would make me feel more comfortable, Lord Ethelred. Lord Elad responded. Then please just call me Ethelred. Oh please, how could I possibly address your lordship so casually? Carlee Browning said. Could you stop calling me that? Lord Elad answered. We'll see. Carlee continued. Anyway, can I go through your schedule for today? First, I would appreciate your help with the mansion repairs, sir. As for my dear over here, he needs to be shown around the house and... Amy Rose burst in. Hello? Amy Rose with nothing to do, reporting for duty. Carlee Browning said. I believe I asked our butler to give a tour of the guild. Amy Rose replied. Yeah, I volunteered instead. So you decided on your own to come here then? Carlee said. Amy Rose said to Lord Elad. Come on, let's go. Lord Elad protested. Wait, dash. Amy Rose insisted. We need all the time we can get if we want to look through this entire house. Carlee Browning said. Have a nice time. Lord Elad thought. In the end, Carlee didn't tell me how she plans to address me. Is she some sort of professional performer? Amy Rose said. We saw each other briefly at the hospital before, right? But I don't believe we exchanged formal greetings. I wanted to leave a good impression on the guildmaster's husband, so I worked especially hard on my outfit today. Lord Elad thought about Amy Rose. If she's not a performer, what on earth is with that outfit? How does she have so much energy in the morning? Lord Elad asked. Did you say your name was Amy? Amy Rose replied. Please call me Amy Rose. Actually, I have something I wanted to ask you as the guildmaster's husband. Mr. Guildmaster's husband, what did you like about our guildmaster that made you decide to marry her? Also, I have another question. Mr. Guildmaster's husband, what do you and our guildmaster? They heard a voice. Save me. Amy Rose said. Oh, and another. Lord Elad asked. Is he dead? Amy Rose said. Hey, Ernest. You usually sleep in. What are you doing out here so early? Ernest replied. It's not that I came out. Rather, I haven't yet made it insy dash. Oh, ow, stop hitting me. Do you feel proud ignoring orders? Madam told you to return to your room, old man. Get up. The guildmaster's husband is here. Ernest said. Oh my. It's been a while since I've seen the guildmaster's husband. Lord Elad replied. Yes, it has been a while, Ernest. How long are they going to call me the guildmaster's husband? Amy Rose said. I believe I've shown you most of the important facilities. Do you have any questions? Lord Elad said. I heard this house was for the guildmaster. Do the guild's members also live here? Ernest replied. Not all the time, but we do come here often for work. Miss Harper, our aide, basically lives here when she's busy, so she even has her own room. Amy Rose said. That's right. Despite his appearance, Ernest is still the head of the legal department, and I, Amy Rose, am the accounting genius of the financial department. As such, Madam relies on me quite a bit. Lord Elad thought. Does an accounting genius really need to be dressed like that? It's almost like she's trying to intimidate her enemies. Amy Rose said. But don't worry. It's unlikely that any employee would come all the way into the house. No one will disturb your love nest. Now then, let's wrap up our mansion adventure here and head over to the guild's headquarters, shall we? Ernest said. This is the entrance to the guild's first floor lobby. You can use this to visit the guild. You may be a little surprised when you do. You'll know what I mean once you go in. Lord Elad thought. There are so many races, genders, and ages. Lord Elad said. I can't believe so many different types of people are all in one place. There's a lot of people. Ernest said. That's because the workday is starting. Lord Elad thought. Is there something on my face? Why is everyone so shocked at seeing me? Maybe I'll just go back to my room. Lord Elad asked. It's our engagement ring? Carlee Browning replied. Just wear it as a necklace for now. I have one too. Lord Elad thought. Does she want me to put it on her finger? Right. I should take responsibility in playing the husband's role. People around remarked. Oh, she put it on herself. Her husband even reached out his hand like that. Harper Blythe asked. Anyway, are you going out, madam? Carlee Browning confirmed. Yes. After some time, Lord Elad thought. Before I knew it, the ridiculous name Guildmaster's husband took root, and though I did see Carlee every day, we barely spent any time together. I'll go read in the garden today. I wasn't sure whether or not. Lord Elad interrupted his thoughts, saying, I ought to go and talk to her. It's so bright. Carlee Browning noticed Lord Elad's footsteps and thought, nice timing. Lord Elad said, Since you're here, could you stand a little bit to the side? Carlee Browning asked. How did you know I was here? It shouldn't be easy to see this place from outside. I can see it from my room, Lord Elad replied. Carlee Browning remarked. I thought you were someone else, so I hesitated for a long time. This was such a great place for naps. I guess I'll have to find a new place now. Why? Because you've discovered it, Lord Elad replied. Lord Elad thought. So she likes hiding where no one can find her. Like a child with a secret hideout? If you want this place to stay a secret, I won't tell anybody, Lord Elad promised. Carlee Browning said. All right then. Keep my secret for me, Lord Elad replied. I promise. You've never seen a plot twist like that before, have you? Carlee Browning teased. Carlee Browning thought. He likes books more than I thought. I'm glad I brought books to the library. I remember all of the books that I bring in, you see. I knew right away because the cover was different, Carlee Browning said. So that's why you woke up so late. You were so engrossed in your book that you lost track of time. Lord Elad admitted. Yes. Carlee Browning continued. The second book in that series is even better, you know. There's another book? Lord Elad asked. Carlee Browning explained. There are 7 more books in the series. Want to go with me? I'll lend them to you. I'm always surprised by how many books there are. It must have been difficult to bring all of these from home. Geography, language, Carlee Browning mused. Lord Elad asked. Have you really read and memorized all of these? Yes, but this is my first time reading a mainstream novel, Lord Elad admitted. Carlee Browning questioned. What? Did Albert not allow you to read them? Lord Elad confirmed. Yes. He said that it wasn't good writing and that I should be prudent in selecting what I read. Shall I lend it to you? Carlee Browning offered. Yes, I would like to read it. Lord Elad accepted. Marie entered the room and said, I have brought some refreshments. Carlee Browning said, Oh, Marie! Perfect. Let's take a break from all this book talk and break bread. Be careful, it's hot, Marie cautioned. All right. Thank you, Carlee Browning responded. Lord Elad then said to Carlee, I wanted to thank you. That Dr. Arden is checking up on me and taking care of me, and the guild members are visiting me so often. And now you're even lending me books. Carlee Browning thought. What could he be reading so intently? What other books do you like? Carlee Browning asked Lord Allard. I like Abbott's Encyclopedia of Numbers and... Lord Allard began. Carlee Browning wondered. What's he reading today? Modern Capital and Law? What does that mean? You can understand that? Lord Allard clarified. Pardon? It's written in English, no? Carlee Browning asked. Shall we go now? Let's have lunch. Lord Allard responded. Could I ask what you were thinking about? It's a secret, Carlee Browning replied. Lord Allard accepted. All right. Carlee Browning thought. Perhaps I shall buy him some books. No. I'll buy him an entire bookstore. Carlee Browning said. I guess he's here. Lord Allard responded. Were you looking for me? Carlee Browning invited him in, saying, Yes, please come in. I apologize for calling you in when you're busy. I just have something to give you. It's okay, I wasn't busy anyway. I was in the library, Lord Allard reassured her. Carlee Browning expressed relief. Really? That's a relief. Anyway, have a seat. Have you perhaps been feeling bored these days, your lordship? Do you not venture outside? Carlee Browning asked. I do go out occasionally, Lord Allard replied. Carlee Browning remarked. Are you talking about the times when Amy Rose drags you outside? You can go out whenever you please. If you tell the butler or the head maid, they will call the guards and prepare a carriage for you. Also, take this. Lord Allard paused. This is a checkbook and a bunch of cash. Use it when you need to. You can buy new books if you want. Or anything else, really, Carlee Browning explained. Lord Allard hesitated. Wait. Do you know how to write a check? It can be confusing at first. I'll teach you, so just... Pardon me, Carlee. I'm not sure if it's all right for me to say this, but... Lord Allard began. Carlee Browning encouraged him. Go ahead. I'm listening. Lord Allard continued. Perhaps it would be best to use money sparingly? Carlee Browning paused, then replied. I understand that you're rich, but handing me a blank checkbook like this is... Lord Allard interjected. Carlee? Carlee Browning said. All right. Fine. It seems I have explained things to you in the wrong order. Here. This is the guild's official net profit from the last quarter. Lord Allard presented. Carlee Browning reacted. This much profit from just one quarter. Of course, this is just the guild's funds. My assets are separate. I learned through business that I should always be wary of certainty, but I am sure of one thing, Lord Allard added. Carlee Browning affirmed. While I'm alive, no one will be able to bankrupt the Brownings. So let's practice writing checks, okay? At that moment, someone entered and reported. And the casualties? Carlee Browning inquired. What did the safety department say? The person explained. The last thing we heard was that they have begun to put out the fire. It will take time before we learn whether it was arson or an accident. Carlee Browning responded decisively. We'll worry about things like that later. Rescuing the employees is our main concern right now. The fire began at night, so it was discovered late. The person continued. On top of that, the dry weather and wind have made it even more difficult to put out the flames. Everything may have burned down. We should all prepare for the worst. Carlee Browning thought. When the messenger comes, check for any casualties first. And Amy, if there are any deaths, begin by establishing a compensation plan for the families. Let's continue the meeting. Marie then entered the room and greeted Carlee. Welcome, madam. Thank you for working so late into the night. Would you like anything to eat? Carlee declined, saying, No. Please just prepare the bath. You must have been unable to sleep because of me. I'm sorry for that. Go rest. Carlee Browning reflected. My head hurts. I have to confirm the sales reorganization plan tomorrow, too. I guess all we can do is focus mainly on imported goods. But that would mean re-establishing our target agent. She then noticed Lord Allard's presence and asked, "Your lordship?" Lord Allard greeted her. "Ah, Carlee. Welcome back." Carlee Browning questioned, "Why aren't you in bed?" "I heard there was an accident," Lord Allard explained. "Did you wait up for me because of that?" Carlee Browning inquired. "It's fine. The fire has been put out, and there have thankfully been no deaths," Lord Allard informed her. Carlee Browning acknowledged. "Good job taking care of it," Lord Allard confessed. "The truth is, until I walked into this room, I had completely forgotten about this kid's existence. After all, it wasn't long ago that I was alone in here. Being comforted in a place where I've always been alone is kind of..." Carlee Browning thought. "No, it's just late. That's all. I'm tired and sleepy." Carlee Browning gently urged him. "You should get going now. It's quite late. I will be going to bed as well, so..." "Huh! I don't have any flowers in the house. I didn't want to give the staff any extra work by asking them to tend to flowers." "These flowers, are they your doing, my lord?" Carlee Browning asked. Lord Allard confirmed. "Yes," Carlee Browning gratefully said. "Really? Are they to cheer me up?" "Thank you." "Good night. I'll go to bed now," Lord Allard bid her. Carlee Browning admired. "They're very pretty," Carlee Browning said. For a while after that, the guild's special task force was extremely busy. Marie greeted her. "Welcome, madam. Have you eaten?" Carlee Browning replied. "No. I have to change and then go right back." She thought to herself, "Maybe I'll ask her to bring my clothes to the office next time. These look like flowers from a store. They were in a cup full of water at first, but now they're in a vase. It started with a few nice and simple flowers, but they've been increasing in number. I told you to buy things like books, things that you like." "Why are you buying things like this?" Amy Rose interrupted. "Old man, come with me for a moment." Ernest pondered. Do you think she means regular flowers, or could flowers be a pet name for her husband? Amy Rose speculated. Hard to say. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed when it comes to figures of speech and whatnot. Ernest defended himself. I studied law. Amy Rose teased. Didn't you study humanities? You're never any help when I need it. Carlee Browning interjected. Regardless, the final confirmation for the documents is complete. We're all done. Everyone, go home. Right now. Reflecting to herself, Carlee Browning thought. After receiving all of this, I suppose I should give something in return. Lord Allard appeared and said, Here are the pieces of red fabric that you requested. They... Albert interjected. The colors are different. Carlee Browning approached, saying, How are you doing, sir? It's nice to see you again, Albert Delano. Albert responded, Do my eyes deceive me, or is that our guild master? You look excellent. Could it be the effect of your marriage? Carlee Browning chuckled. You might be the first and last person to say that to me. How's work going here? Lord Allard commented. It's going smoothly. Although, the butler that you sent sure is fastidious. Carlee Browning explained. I actually came to check how satisfied that butler is. Are you going to make that face every time you see me? Albert greeted her formally. Greetings, Master Carlee. Carlee Browning teased. So you're still calling me that? Actually, I have something to tell you, sir. Would you take a walk with me? Walking together, Carlee Browning remarked. This place was full of trees the last time I saw it. It seems a lot of them have been cut down. Doesn't it feel too empty now? Albert explained. After the large materials are brought up, we will start tending to the garden properly. Carlee Browning replied warmly. I see. It's a relief to see that you're doing so well, sir. I'm glad I left things in your hands. Albert expressed gratitude. I would like to thank you once again for reclaiming this mansion. Carlee Browning humbly said. No need. I said it was a wedding gift, but I was also trying to buy your favor, sir. Albert acknowledged. I am aware. But regardless, I am grateful. Carlee Browning observed. Hearing you speak makes me realize who the young lord takes after. The truth is, there's something else that I wanted to speak to you about. Albert listened attentively as Carlee Browning continued. You likely heard from his lordship already, but I received an invitation from the Sovereign Council. Albert responded thoughtfully. The Sovereign Council, a meeting of the most long-standing, traditional, prestigious nobles of the kingdom. There is no way such stuck-up people would invite a mere merchant. It was an invitation that could only be received by a marquis and his wife. Carlee Browning thought to herself. An invitation out of nowhere, that could only mean one thing. It's a great topic for gossip. Carlee Browning asked Albert. Would you like for the young lord to go there, sir? Albert replied honestly. I am not in the position to make any decisions. The Sovereign Council is a very exclusive group. Some people may be removed from the group, but none are added. Carlee Browning pondered. Could it really be out of kindness that they would invite a commoner and a noble from a long-fallen family to their banquet? And is it really right for me, as an adult, to bring a child to that kind of place? Lord Elad suddenly interjected. A banquet by the Sovereign Council? Carlee Browning confirmed. Yes. Would you like to go? Lord Elad replied decisively. I will go if you do. Carlee Browning eagerly requested. All right, sir. Please tell me everything you know about the Sovereign Council. Don't leave anything out. Lord Elad said. What are we doing at a boutique? I have plenty of clothes already. Carlee Browning replied. Trust me. Also, be careful. Pardon? Be careful of what dash? Lord Elad began, but Lady Anita came hurriedly and interrupted. Why, if it isn't Madam? Exclaimed Lady Anita. Anita, I can't breathe, said Carlee Browning. My oh my, how long has it been? It seems you've grown a little, too, Lady Anita exclaimed. I saw you just a few weeks ago. Someone is with me. I imagine you'll be curious about him as well, Carlee Browning said. Upon seeing Lord Elad, Lady Anita exclaimed, Oh my goodness gracious! If it isn't the guildmaster's husband! Well, if you aren't just the most slender, beautiful little thing! I'm Anita Bello! I'm a felwa to wadu, I could just eat you up! See Carlee! Help them, Carlee! Lord Elad stammered. A banquet? Lord Elad questioned. Yes, a banquet. You'll need new clothes if you're going to a banquet by the Sovereign Council. That's why we're here, Carlee Browning explained. But Carlee, I thought you didn't want to go, Lord Elad said. Not particularly. I'm just being careful. It's quite a bother, to be honest. There's a lot I need to study if I'm going to meet traditional nobles face to face, Carlee Browning admitted. Oh, Lord Almighty! Would you just look at this boy? Hair like the sleek feathers of a raven. Eyes that shine like jewels. Clear skin and beautiful shoulders. He's quite the specimen. Perhaps even the most handsome man in the kingdom, Lady Anita exclaimed. Please, that's too much, Lord Elad protested. I can't give him just anything to wear, now can I? Allow me the honor of dressing you in the most wonderful clothes the world has to offer. No, this simply won't do. Before you go, I insist that you try on a few different combinations. What would befit the likes of a boy like that? A shirt with a broad collar? Or perhaps a frill? Lady Anita insisted. I'll leave it to you then, Anita, Carlee Browning said. Don't worry your pretty little head. I will make you two the talk of the town, Lady Anita declared. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I don't want to go. And now here I am. My sweet peace and quiet. I hardly knew ye. Carlee Browning lamented. It's not that I wanted to go to the party. I was just… Lord Elad trailed off. Curious, he thought. I don't know what it is to be a noble. I grew up a commoner, after all. But even then, I didn't fit into the ranks of the commoners either. That's why I wanted to see the nobles up close. At least once, anyway. I was curious whether even I could feel a sense of belonging. I wonder if Carlee understood these thoughts of mine. Huh! You have to take my measurements again? Lady Anita asked. I'll just check if there are any changes. After all, you are still growing, madam, Lady Anita said. Carlee is still growing? Lord Elad thought. She's already so much taller than me. She's going to grow even taller? I don't think I've grown at all yet. Ah, that's right. Please also make some new clothes for Lord Elad while you have his measurements. For now, I believe we will just need clothes for staying home, going out, having breakfast, and having dinner, Carlee Browning instructed. I already have a lot of clothes, though, Lord Elad said. No. Those are all manufactured. You need to wear custom-made clothes, Carlee Browning asserted. You need white pants too, madam. I can do around 10 right away, Lady Anita offered. Oh, that's right. Please do that as well then, Carlee Browning agreed. Why would you need so many pairs of pants? White pants get dirty very quickly, you know, Lord Elad said. That's exactly why people wear white, Carlee Browning explained. Pardon? Lord Elad questioned. Think about it. Do the rich clean and wash their clothes themselves? They don't need to. They can take care of that with money. White clothes get dirty easily, and that's why nobles like to wear them. It's a symbol of their wealth. It's also somewhat of a measuring stick for people. It's silly, but it's reality. Especially among the nobles in the Sovereign Council. And that's also why I don't want to bring him there, Carlee Browning elaborated. Carlee's right. It's not just clothes that I need for this banquet. I also must be in the right frame of mind to deal with the nobles there. But that's awfully stupid, Lord Elad thought. Isn't it? I think so too. I've never seen such a wasteful practice. But it's out of our hands. That's what the rules are, so if we're going to go play, we need to follow them. Just don't think about it too much. We have a lot to prepare for, and you'll tire yourself out worrying about every single thing, Carlee Browning advised. Prepare? Lord Elad asked. But of course. First, you must learn how to dance. We don't have much time, Carlee Browning said. Dance? Lord Elad asked, surprised. It's a banquet. Did you think there wouldn't be dancing? If you don't want the nobles to disapprove of you, you'll need to learn as quickly as you can, Carlee Browning urged. What? Lord Elad exclaimed. Carlee Browning started the dance practice. 1, 2, 3. And turn. Careful. Great. Let's stop here and take a break. Is practice going well? Carlee, Lord Elad called out. I had some time, so I came to see you. How's it going? Carlee Browning asked. A maid saw them and said, He has mastered various steps quite quickly. His outstanding talent makes it hard to believe he's a beginner. Very impressive, your lordship. I'm still not used to it. I keep making the wrong steps, Lord Elad admitted. Is it that difficult? Carlee Browning asked. I've somewhat grasped the etiquette and conversational skills of high society, but as far as dancing goes, I'm still a little worried that I might make mistakes, Lord Elad confessed. Well, if you make a mistake, just breeze past it. Your basic manners vastly exceed mine already, your lordship. Don't be so nervous. You're not alone anyway. You have me, Carlee Browning reassured him. I apologize for interrupting your conversation, Marie said as she came with tea. It seemed like you were on a break, so I brought some drinks. It's iced tea. Oh, thank you, Lord Elad said. Don't mention it. Please call me again if you need anything, Marie replied. Thank you, Marie. Oh, miss. Please take a break as well, Carlee Browning added. One other thing, your lordship. Think twice before you drink whatever they give you at the banquet. They say it's best to choose clear drinks when in areas that are open in all directions, like rooms for parties. Don't choose drinks that have murky colors, or mixes like cocktails. If someone offers you one, just accept it and pretend to drink it. If you're going to eat anything, avoid plates that have food no one has touched. Just in case. It doesn't hurt to be careful, Carlee Browning advised. Do secret power struggles like those from the novels actually happen? Lord Elad asked. I'm not sure if I would call them that, but it seems there are a few slight kicks under the table. This is a secret, but even Marie is a secret spy for the Crown Prince, Carlee Browning revealed. Carlee, Lord Elad said, skeptical. Oh my. It seems you don't believe me, Carlee Browning observed. I'm not believing that kind of stuff anymore. Last time, you made a joke that people on the West Coast cut up rocks for their meals, Lord Elad recalled. Huh! I was serious, Carlee Browning said. I'm not that naive. Come to think of it, I'm not sure if this can be viewed as a sort of power, Lord Elad mused. But has your life become more comfortable as a result of the marriage? Carlee Browning asked. Oh, this? Of course it has. It's taken care of most of the suitors. It really is a magical ring. It was only possible because of you. Thank you, Lord Elad responded. You said you came because you had a bit of time, right? Lord Elad asked. Then before you go, how about a dance? Lord Elad suggested. Sure, Carlee Browning agreed. On the day of the ball, Lady Anita exclaimed, Today is finally the day. It is the first banquet for the guild master and the young lord. Are you all ready to make these two the most beautiful people in the world? They seem more passionate than we are, Lord Elad said nervously. Leave them be. It's their job, Carlee Browning replied. Oh my! What are you doing here, Guildmaster's husband? Amy Rose exclaimed. Amy? Why are you? Lord Elad began. I came to watch, of course. Come on. We've got stuff to do. Let's hurry and get dressed, Amy Rose urged. See Carlee, Lord Elad called out. See you later, Carlee Browning said. I did say that I'd leave it up to you, Anita, but isn't this too similar to a wedding dress? I heard you didn't have a wedding. This way, at least you can feel like you did. Ah, the young lord. Just in time. I tried to accentuate your classic and refined beauty in a way that matches your unique atmosphere, my lord, Lady Anita said. Wow, Anita. He's positively dazzling. You even made an arum lily. You sure are good with your hands, Carlee Browning praised. So this flower is called an arum lily? I didn't know that. Your new clothes look very nice, Lord Elad said. You look nice as well, Carlee Browning replied. All right then. Shall we head over dash? A young man rushed in and said, Madam, I have something to report. We have found the accomplice of the Baron from the previous break-in. Do you remember? He was the front desk employee. Yes. He disappeared with the reserve master key. What about him? Carlee Browning inquired. That employee has been found dead, the young man revealed. Lord Elad said, Would it not be best to turn around and go home? Carlee Browning replied, And cancel our plans? This is a banquet by the Sovereign Council, you know. Yes, but... Lord Elad hesitated. It's all right. We don't know anything yet. Nothing has been revealed. The man's corpse was found, but we don't know the cause of death, the estimated time of death, the whereabouts of the missing master key, or anything else. Harper will take care of what she can and contact me if needed. Let's forget about it for now. And defeat the Sovereign Council, Carlee Browning said confidently. Defeat? Lord Elad asked, puzzled. Don't think too much about it. Just enjoy it. It's your first party, after all. Look, we're almost there. This is the banquet hall of the Sovereign Council, Carlee Browning exclaimed. Is that the Lord Elad we've been hearing about? Is that the merchant next to him? A common merchant dares to walk among the Sovereign Council? Someone whispered. Lord Elad thought. They're not even trying to hide that they're talking about us. Lord Ethelred. I'm fine. Just smile. She's coming, Carlee Browning reassured him. The banquet sponsor approached them and exclaimed, Oh my goodness, Miss Browning! Hello, ma'am. Thank you for inviting me to your banquet, Carlee Browning greeted. Of course. Please enjoy yourself, Miss Browning. No, that's not right, is it? Wife of Lord Elad, the banquet sponsor corrected. What was that? Lord Elad muttered. Oh, so this is Lord Elad and his wife? His wife. Ha ha. His wife, he says. Nothing but a commoner, some other guests murmured. All have ill intentions. Every word they say is laced with spite. Moreover, it's only directed at Carlee, Lord Elad thought. I'm the one who wanted to come, but now Carlee is. There's not a soul who isn't aware of the news of the young lord's townhouse. Instead of land or gems, the wife used her marriage dowry to buy a mansion. It seems she has a flair for drama. Perhaps she had nothing else to offer, one guest remarked. Carlee Browning thought. Their reactions are exactly what we predicted. Harper and Amy were right. What did they tell me to say in a situation like this again? Oh, that's right. Brag about my money. It's nothing, really. All I did was express my feelings for him with something I had at my disposal. When you have this much money, you ought to simply buy what you like, no? It's the same for this party. I am a little shy because it's our first party as a married couple, but it is quite exhilarating as well. So to honor the occasion, I bought everything that caught my fancy. I even studied makeup styles that are popular overseas. Did you know that the people on the West Coast carefully grind up abalone shells and pearls to use as a highlighter? I even had my gloves specially tailored for the occasion. This lace was done with the finest needle in all of the South. They're so thin that I can even wear rings over them. That's why I'm able to wear my wedding ring, you see, Carlee Browning explained. The price of one pair is about 3 weeks of pay for an average guild member. Oh, and the Brownings Guild holds the exclusive sales rights. Did you all think I came to the Sovereign Council to play around? The nobles love luxury. That's why they make the best customers. They're walking bags of money, Carlee Browning thought. While I'm here, I'm going to do some proper marketing, Carlee Browning said aloud. So that's what her plan was. As a substitute for the products ruined in the fire, Carlee's planning on selling these. The nobles who are drawn by Carlee to the mall will buy even greater quantities of luxury items, Lord Elad thought. We're planning on selling these products during the upcoming festival at the Lily of the Plaza Mall in Central Marches, Carlee Browning announced. Pfft, Lord Elad snickered. What is it? Carlee Browning asked. It's nothing. I'm just enjoying this, Lord Elad replied. Next up will be the first dance between the wife of Count Crawford, the sponsor of this banquet, and Baron Dale, the head of the Sovereign Council, the announcer declared. There's another person with hair as white as Amy's, Lord Elad observed. Amy was born with special beauty. I think the Baron's hair is just white because of old age. Anyway, are you going to dance? Carlee Browning asked. To be honest, I think it would be best to avoid it if possible. I'm not great at dancing anyway, Lord Elad admitted. I think so too. I'm not very good at dancing. In that case, let's go to the back, sample some food and… Carlee? Lord Elad said, noticing a change in her expression. Huh! What's that look on her face? It's been a while. What's with that face? Nice to see you again, my dear Carlee, Noah Lennox greeted. Carlee Browning said firmly. Sorry, but I don't want to be dear to you, nor have I ever been anything of yours. Noah Lennox replied. You've hardened since the last time I saw you. I don't remember ever being soft with you. Still, it's been a while since we last saw each other. Won't you grant me this dance? Carlee Browning thought to herself. Noah Lennox's appearance turns heads. Just being near him would put me in the spotlight as well. I'm sorry, but I only have one partner today. Isn't that right, darling? Let's go dance. Lord Elad responded. Certainly, darling. Carlee Browning then said. Then shall we go? Let's. As they moved away, Lord Elad asked, How long are we going to dance? Carlee Browning replied, Until we can't see Noah Lennox anymore. Who is he anyway? Lord Elad inquired. One of my suitors. Carlee Browning hesitated momentarily. Lord Elad thought to himself. She hesitated. Carlee Browning continued, diverting the topic. Anyway, my lord, you saw the noble peerage, right? I did, Lord Elad confirmed. Carlee Browning thought to herself. Noah is the oldest son of the Count of Lennox. I heard that he went down to the south for a while, but I guess he's back now. Lord Elad questioned. Was he not suitable as a marriage partner? Of course not. That family is probably trying to devour the Brownings guild whole, Carlee Browning asserted. Lord Elad countered. He didn't seem like that kind of person. Carlee Browning rebutted. You can't judge a book by its cover. Moreover, when I'm with him. Lord Elad interrupted. Pardon? Carlee Browning quickly changed the subject. And nothing. Let's focus on dancing, Lord Elad remarked. Dancing sure is difficult. I agree. No! We can't be acting like this here. Let's go eat something. We came all the way here. We can't just leave without eating anything. It's the Sovereign Council. Surely they have all sorts of rare delicacies, Carlee Browning suggested, trying to lighten the mood. Carlee, are we going to eat all of this? Lord Elad asked incredulously. Yes, we're going to eat all of this. The food is the most important part. Now then, what should I try first? Carlee Browning responded enthusiastically. Lord Elad, hesitant about the unfamiliar food, questioned. Carlee, is this food? Carlee Browning assured him. Of course. It's an oyster. It's seafood. Lord Elad was surprised. An oyster? Carlee Browning explained. I told you. People on the West Coast cut up rocks to eat what's inside. So that wasn't a joke? Lord Elad asked. Carlee Browning responded, slightly offended. Do you have that little trust in me? Raw oysters are a delicacy, and they're uncommon too. Try one. Lord Elad hesitated but eventually tried it, and after a moment said, Well then. Carlee Browning, noticing some young boys nearby commenting on Lord Elad's reaction, intervened. Are you all right? Here, have some water. Oh, thank why. Lord Elad began, but was interrupted by the boys' remarks. A marquis who can't even eat oysters? How unsightly. What if the academy's full of people like him? Just the thought makes me shudder. Lack of class is contagious, you know, the boys continued. I'm fine now. Thank you, Carlee, Lord Elad said, brushing off the comments. Carlee Browning commented. Oh my. You're awfully good at not letting things like that bother you, your lordship. There are a lot of immature kids like that in the South as well. Oh, of course. I saw plenty when I was young too, Lord Elad replied. Noah Lennox suddenly appeared again, saying, There you are. I've been looking for you. Carlee Browning sighed. You again? Ugh. Noah Lennox persisted. I couldn't find you, so I thought you'd left. Carlee Browning snapped. Go bother someone else. Why? I'm a bother now that you're married. Having multiple lovers is expected of a classy noblewoman, Noah Lennox teased. Carlee Browning retorted. Do you just say whatever pops into your head? There's a child here, Lord Elad observed silently. Come to think of it, I've never seen Carlee hate someone so much. Noah Lennox introduced himself formally to Lord Elad. Greetings, Lord Elad. I'm Noah, the son of the Count of Lennox. Lord Elad replied politely. I'm Ethelred. It's nice to meet you. Noah Lennox continued provocatively. Are you sure? I'm a man who wishes to be by your wife's side. Lord Elad began to respond, but was interrupted by a messenger arriving with urgent news for Carlee Browning. Carlee Browning said, Hurry and lead me to the attendant. A guy said, Please come this way. Carlee Browning continued, Though the corpse may have been discovered, there's no chance they could have figured out the cause and time of death in just a few hours. Even if they did somehow find out, the matter isn't significant enough to send an urgent message. Carlee Browning asked, Could something else have happened? Or could it perhaps be that dash? A boy interrupted. Madam, they have requested that you return at once. Carlee Browning questioned. So suddenly? Why? The boy replied. I haven't been informed of the reason. I believe it will be best if you return and see for yourself. Carlee Browning inquired. Where's your guild identity card? The boy quickly responded. Ah, yes. Here you are. Carlee Browning then stated. I must be going now. I apologize for leaving so early. Noah Lennox assured her. I'll explain to the host that you all are leaving early due to personal reasons. Carlee Browning thanked him. Thank you? Noah Lennox replied. It's nothing. It is my pleasure to be able to do you a favor dash. Carlee Browning cut in. Let us go, your lordship. Noah Lennox commented. Quite cold indeed. Carlee Browning urged. Let us return as quickly as possible. Sasha, you're the most skilled equestrian, right? More people will slow us down. Everyone besides Sasha shall wait here. The boy interjected worriedly. But madam, it will be dangerous if I'm your only escort. Moreover, Sir Mason isn't here at the moment. At the very least, you should have more escorts so that dash. Carlee Browning insisted. No. Only the two of us will go. Carlee Browning addressed Lord Elad. Your lordship, you need to stay behind as well. As soon as I arrive, I will send a carriage to bring you back. Lord Elad protested. I will go with you. Carlee Browning replied urgently. Goodness, no. Stay here. It's dangerous. Lord Elad countered. That's all the more reason why I can't send you off alone. Because we're husband and wife. Carlee Browning reacted in shock. Wait. Why are you mentioning that? Lord Elad admitted. I don't know. Carlee Browning sighed. Honestly, he's so stubborn. It's going to be very bumpy. Be careful not to bite your tongue. Let's go, Sasha! Meanwhile, back at the banquet hall, Noah Lennox asked, You're the Brownings' attendant? The maid confirmed. Yes, that is correct. Noah Lennox pondered. I wonder what could have made them send multiple messengers. Carlee and Lord Elad already received the message and left. There must have been some sort of mix-up. The maid responded. Pardon? I am the only messenger sent by the guild. Noah Lennox was taken aback. What? Oh my. Carlee Browning confronted Lord Elad later. Now tell me. Lord Elad questioned her. Back when you tried to leave me behind, you said it would be dangerous. But the message from the guild only stated that you are to return urgently. Somehow, you were certain it would be dangerous. Carlee Browning responded thoughtfully. As if you knew something. Lord Elad pressed. Could you tell me why? Carlee Browning accused. Is that the reason you said you'd accompany me? So that whole husband and wife thing was just pretext? Lord Elad insisted. This is no laughing matter. Carlee Browning chuckled nervously. No, I just... It's funny. We're husband and wife. Lord Allard tried to calm her. Carlee! Carlee Browning relented. Okay. I'll explain. Carlee Browning revealed. The identity card that the attendant showed me was probably fake. People around me such as Harper are able to take care of things by themselves. Basically, they don't need me. But they used an attendant to call for me. And one that I've never seen before at that. Lord Allard concluded grimly. Does that mean the attendant was a fake? It's a trap. They're trying to lure the Brownings Guild Master to a deserted path in the middle of the night. Lord Allard's concern escalated. What do you mean? What is going on, Sasha? The boy interrupted urgently. It's the police. They need to do an inspection. I apologize for stopping so suddenly. Carlee Browning reacted in surprise. An inspection in the middle of the night? Please open the door for a moment. We request that you cooperate with this inspection. Lord Allard offered. Carlee, I'll open the do-dash. But then he insisted. No. I'll open it. Carlee Browning greeted the police officers. Hello, I see you're all working quite late dash. Suddenly, the son of a baron accused her. Carlee Browning. Carlee Browning was shocked. Carlee! Lord Allard tried to calm her. It's all right. Calm down. The son of a baron mocked her. You sure are living the good life. Meanwhile, I'm about to be kicked out onto the streets thanks to you. Ha! Are you scared? It's too early to be frightened. The police? At a time like this? Moreover, your nice little escort has been captured. Carlee Browning demanded. Let me go! The son of a baron threatened ominously. You're done for. The son of the baron taunted. Now, why don't you beg me to spare you? Beg me! Carlee Browning thought to herself, stay calm. First, I have to get rid of this knife. I'm still holding on to the door handle. That means I still have a chance. You're the one who's done for. The son of the baron shouted in pain. HHH! I'm stuck! Carlee Browning commanded. Your lordship, pull this with me. The son of the baron yelled. Oh, right! Such childish tactics. Let me go. Carlee Browning retorted. You're the one who's childish. Sasha. The son of the baron ordered. Stay put. Sasha mocked. You idiots. Did you really believe I would be so obedient? I was only pretending to be caught. Sasha continued. Seriously, what a pathetic display. I've taken care of them, madam. Carlee Browning praised. Good job, Sasha. The son of the baron screamed. Pull the door. Pull the door. Not me, the door. Lord Allard instructed. All right. On the count of 3, let go. Okay? All right. 1, 2, 3. Carlee Browning urged. Sasha, go. Sasha confirmed. Yes, madam. Catch them, no matter what it takes. The son of the baron shouted. Stop right there, Browning. Carlee Browning thought, stay calm. No matter how many tricks they have up their sleeve, they can't use any of them if they don't catch up with us. If I can just keep them at bay until the rescue team comes. My lord, are you all right? Carlee Browning remembered, I had completely forgotten about him due to shock. Lord Allard responded. Oh yes. I'm fine dash. Carlee Browning assured him. It's all right. We're shooting flares to call for help. The guards will arrive soon. Until then. Lord Allard noticed. Carlee, you're hurt. Carlee Browning dismissed it. I'm all right. It's just a little scratch. Lord Allard asked. Who are those people? Carlee Browning explained. Do you remember the man who raided the hotel and tried to attack me? That's him. I hit him hard in the crotch. But actually, the more I think about it, the more infuriated I become. Lord Allard called out. Carlee? Carlee Browning yelled. Did you come just to announce that you're infertile now? You pervert! Back then, I should have just what the he has a gun. The son of the Baron snarled. You bitch. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have ended up like this. Carlee Browning thought about the Capital News headline. The son of Lord Beckett trespasses in the room of Carlee Browning, the master of the Brownings Guild. Nobility disgraced by filthy crime. Last night, the son of Lord Beckett trespassed into the lodging of Carlee Browning, sparking rage among the nobility. In the midst of the difficulties brought about by Lord Beckett's reckless spending, this crime has. Lord Elad exclaimed. See Carlee! He's caught up to us! Damn it! The son of the Baron declared. Goodbye, Carlee Browning. Lord Elad shouted. Carlee, are you all right? Sasha urged. Please go a little faster. Lord Elad assessed. We've managed to gain some distance, but Carlee is badly injured. We can't keep going like this. We need to do something. If only I knew how to fight. Lord Elad noticed. What's that sound? Lord Elad realized. Someone is coming from the front. Mason Hill, the head of Browning Guards, roared. How dare you do all of this while I'm gone? I hope you know that I won't be sending you back alive. You brats! Carlee Browning came back and said. H. Harper, calm down. Harper Blythe responded. So you knew that the first messenger's identity card was fake? That must mean you knew that the message was fake and that it would be dangerous. You must have known everything. Carlee Browning tried to explain. Well, actually, Harper Blythe interrupted. You even left the guards behind because you knew it would be dangerous. And then you decided to follow the messenger yourself despite that? Carlee Browning replied. Harper, I'm injured, you know. Harper Blythe retorted. And whose fault is it that you left with them and came back injured? You even took the young lord with you. Carlee Browning defended herself. What could I do? He was so clearly coming after me. How could I ignore that? And I made sure to tell the young lord not to come with me. He's the one who insisted on coming. I apologize. Lord Elad said. I didn't even know what was going on but insisted on coming anyway. Carlee Browning assured him. Hey, I didn't mean it. Lord Elad continued. If I went there, you wouldn't have gotten seriously injured protecting me. Carlee Browning protested. Seriously injured? Dr. Arden said I'll be fine in no time. Save me, somebody. Lord Elad said. I was a bit harsh, but I will return to the main point now. We have reported the son of Lord Beckett. We have also submitted his knife and revolver as evidence. Carlee Browning asked. Where did he get that gun? I can't imagine it was easy to get one as a normal nobleman. Lord Elad explained. Among the gang members there was a man from the safety department. It seems he obtained it through him. Also, this is the statement of compensation for the death of the employee during work hours. I wrote the sum in accordance with office regulations. According to the confessions from the captured gang members, when they raided the hotel, the employee refused to give them the key. Because of this, they murdered him unintentionally. Then, they abandoned the body. After that, they heard the news of the body's discovery from the safety department member. So once again, they claimed to have attacked unintentionally. Carlee Browning ordered. Double the amount of the damages. Harper Blythe agreed. That feels right. I will do so. At Lily of the Plaza, a mall owned by the Brownings. Carlee Browning said. Your lordship. I'm really okay. You don't have to follow me around. Lord Elad declared. I am going to act as your arm until you get better. Carlee Browning insisted. Seriously, I'm fine. The attack was taken care of quietly. A member of the safety department was involved in the attack, so it stands to reason that the safety department would oppose any media exposure. Along with that, Carlee wanted to continue to have the guild guards appear as an impregnable force. Hence, it came about from a mutual understanding. However, just because the situation was handled quietly doesn't mean that the injuries disappeared with it. And this is the result. A turtleneck and long sleeves. a coat with a cloak to cover up her left arm's injuries. Lord Elad lamented. You got hurt because of me, and you couldn't even rest because you had to prepare for the royal birthday. He added, I couldn't be of any help. Even though I'm your so-called husband, I feel like I'm just a burden to you, and to make matters worse, you're the only one who is injured. Carlee Browning exclaimed. What are you saying? It's much better than if you were hurt. Though nothing good happened, I was quite relieved that you weren't hurt. So don't blame yourself. It's enough for me that you're fine. Carlee Browning continued. Okay, Ethel? Lord Elad thought. Carlee called me by my name for the first time. She even called me Ethel instead of Lord Ethel or your lordship. Lord Elad wondered, but why are we at the mall? There are still 2 more hours until it opens. Carlee Browning said. Today's the first day of the festival. The first day has the biggest rush of customers, so we always have a special assembly. Lord Elad asked. A special assembly? Carlee Browning explained. The Royal Birthday Festival includes the 2 days before and after the King's birthday, totaling 5 days. During those 5 days, the entire region focuses on the festival. Busy seasons like this are vital for merchants. Carlee Browning continued. Yes. You can see how busy headquarters is already, but the mall is a whole other story this time of year. Watch. It'll be a sight to behold. A lady announced. Everyone! The royal birthday has finally arrived. For just 5 days, our abilities will be put to the test. Are you ready for this blowout sale? Are you ready to work hard until we empty the warehouse? Are you ready to work alongside me and write a glorious page in the history books by selling everything in Plaza of Lilies? Carlee Browning thought, alongside the honor gained from your struggle, there will also be a bonus. Carlee's voice wasn't very loud, but it reached all of the corners of the mall. It rang out like the sound of a stone breaking through still waters. In that moment, I saw the eyes of the kind employees instantly begin to burn with fiery passion. A lady exclaimed, Bonus! Incentive! Let's sell, and sell some more! If anyone falls, leave him behind! We'll sell every last piece of dust in this mall! We'll be this year's Lords of Sales! Carlee Browning said. The future of the Brownings Guild sure is bright. Lord Elad agreed. It seems so. And so, with loud cheers, the festival began. Central Marches, the kingdom's busiest street, is divided into 2 main parts, with Lily of the Plaza in the middle. On one side are high-class shops, including Anita's boutique. On the other side is a popular, ordinary shopping district. Carlee Browning advised. Be careful. There are a lot of people in the ordinary shopping district, so it's easy to get lost. Even if you have an escort with you, you can't be too relaxed. Lord Elad asked. All right. But where are we going? Carlee Browning replied. On the royal birthday, we eat cake. It's all a part of salesmanship, but we should still enjoy it. A boy came up and said, We're here. Cat and Mouse Bakery. Here you are. Carlee Browning responded. Thank you, sir. The boy said, The royal birthday cakes come from Cat and Mouse. Let me carry that for you, madam. Carlee Browning replied. Oh, thank you. The boy, James Jerry, said, Oh, wow. Is this your husband? It's nice to meet you. I'm the baker here at Cat and Mouse. The name's Jerry. Lord Elad introduced himself. Oh, my name is Ethel. James laughed. Haha, you're smaller than I heard. You're like a tiny mouse. Lord Elad said. A tiny mouse. James Jerry continued. Give me a moment. It's a lack of eating is what it is. Take this. And this too. Good, good. Eat it all. You have to eat lots and grow up big and strong if you want to do your job as a husband, you know. Carlee Browning interjected. Carlee! Carlee Browning said. Ah, sorry. I laughed a little too loud. Noah arrived and said, I didn't expect to see you here, Carlee. Carlee Browning thought, ugh, that voice. It's been a while. Asterisk asterisk. Noah said. It's nice to see you too, Ethelred. Lord Elad replied. Oh, right. Mr. Noah. Carlee Browning thought, what's the son of a count doing here? Noah Lennox explained. My younger sister wants to eat royal birthday cake from this bakery. As her elder brother, I couldn't leave her wish unfulfilled. Carlee Browning said. He's a total idiot when it comes to his little sister. Actually, he's a total idiot no matter what, so don't spend too much time with him. Sir, do you have a reservation? Noah Lennox asked. I need a reservation? James Jerry clarified. The quantity is different every year, so all royal birthday cakes need to be reserved ahead of time. Carlee Browning teased. You seriously thought that you could just waltz in and buy a cake from Cat and Mouse? Oh my, what a shame! Lord Elad offered. Could I offer you some bread at least? Noah Lennox declined. That's all right. Thank you. I wasn't able to get what I came for, so I suppose I'll just go back home. I see there aren't guild carriages in front of the store, so you must not have brought a carriage. Would you like to ride with me? Carlee Browning thought, he's as annoying as ever. There's no need. We can get a stagecoach. Let's go, Ethel. Asterisk asterisk, their carriage is still being fixed after the attack. Lord Elad said. But Carlee. Lord Elad continued. I can't just let you leave like that when your arm's injured. I thought I was hiding it so well. I guess that's to be expected of a Lennox. Carlee Browning thought, their family could have already found out about the attack. They're certainly powerful enough. But I don't want to start a bunch of rumors by riding in his carriage. Asterisk asterisk. Noah Lennox insisted. You'll get in, won't you? Carlee Browning said. In the end, I got in. I just hope this doesn't cause any unnecessary gossip. Noah Lennox added. Oh, and would you perhaps visit my grandfather soon? He seems to want to meet you. Carlee Browning asked. Your grandfather? Why? Noah Lennox said. He likes you more than me. Carlee Browning thought, that doesn't make any sense. He's always nitpicking me every time he sees me. Asterisk asterisk. Lord Elad thought, haha. That's how he shows affection. I can't figure out Carlee and Noah's relationship. At first, I thought they didn't get along, but seeing them like this, they seemed close. I feel like I can't get in between them. Asterisk asterisk. Noah Lennox said. He is curious about your husband, too. Lord Elad stammered. Pardon? And me? Carlee Browning asked. Why would he be interested in Ethel? Noah Lennox replied. I wonder. There's no way for me to know what he's thinking. Currently, there are two groups that split the business district in half. One is the Brownings. The other is Lennox and Sons. As the founding owner of Lennox and Sons and Noah's grandfather, Lord Lennox started out as a common merchant and made a fortune with his own two hands. And by uniting with a noble household, he received the title of a lord. As for his personality, it is terrible beyond words. Asterisk asterisk. Carlee Browning said. We always cut the cake every year during midday on the royal birthday. Noah Lennox said. Tell your sister to come if she is still interested in the royal cake. Carlee Browning replied. Thank you. When she visits, grandfather will come with her. Then I will talk to you at that time. Take care of yourself. Noah Lennox said. I'm taking care of myself just fine, so don't worry. Carlee Browning said. Carlee, you always make me worry. Carlee Browning said. My head hurts. Let's hurry back, Ethel. Lord Elad asked. Carlee, could I ask how long you've known this Noah person? Carlee Browning replied. It's been a few years. Why? Lord Elad asked. So you two were friends? There's nothing between them, right? But it still bothers me. Carlee Browning said. Yes, we were. At least until right after my 20th birthday, when he proposed to me. Lord Elad exclaimed. Proposed to you? Carlee Browning explained. Yep. I didn't know it at the time, but it turns out he was eyeing the Brownings Guild. When I rejected him on the spot, he left straight to his hometown without saying goodbye, and we stopped talking. Carlee continued. Seriously, what did he expect me to do? How could I accept such an absurd request? If we did get married and the Browning and Lennox families united, huh? Everything he's thinking is written on his face. Heh. Anyway, enough about Noah. I have you now, of course. Let's go home, okay? Lord Elad thought, of course, she has me. When Carlee said that, my heart, which had sunk to the floor, began to race again. Huh. Bap. I've been feeling like this a lot lately. One moment, I feel great. I'm so happy. And the next, I feel sad. I hate everything. I read about this in a book before. What was it called again? Carlee Browning called out. Ethel! What are you doing? Come on. Lord Elad replied. I'm coming. Oh, right. Puberty. I guess I'm going through puberty. Carlee Browning said. Okay, Ethel? You're going to the festival with me tonight, okay? You can't leave me behind. Cut the chatter. It's time to go to work. Lord Elad said. Goodbye, Carlee. As the rest of the world reveled in the boisterous festivities over the long break, the guild was hard at work in its busiest period. As such, I'm sure Carlee will be in her office all day again taking care of the overwhelming mountain of work. For some reason, I've been hungry a lot lately even though I never skip a meal. I heard that puberty involves getting taller. Could this be a part of that? Mason appeared and said, Excuse me. Lord Elad greeted him. Mason? Mason replied. Why, if it isn't Madam's young lord? Lord Elad said. I haven't seen you since the incident. Thank you for saving us. Mason exclaimed. Mason? Are you all right? Mason replied. Oh my. I jolted up in surprise and just toppled right over. Saving people is what puts food on the table. How can someone as prestigious as you lower your head so easily? Lord Elad responded. Well, it's thanks to you that my head is still on my shoulders. Mason joked. Just take head off and make it work instead. My body wants a break. Lord Elad said. If I could do that, I would have done so by now. Although, Carlee seems to wish she didn't have a head sometimes. Mason laughed. My stomach. I apologize for bursting into laughter. You speak in a similar manner to the guild master. I suppose I did protect a precious head. But what is the young lord doing all alone? Where's Madam? Lord Elad replied. Carlee went to your work. It seems you were in the middle of dining. My wife can't get enough of the food whipped up by Hannah, the head chef. I was going to get some while waiting. Mason said. Ha! How embarrassing. Oh, right. His wife gave birth quite recently. Lord Elad continued. Anyway, this is a wonderful coincidence. I was planning to ask you something when I saw you again. Could I ever become like Carlee and learn how to handle dangerous situations? Ever since the incident, I've been wondering what I need in order to keep my partner safe. And what I need is to at least be able to protect myself in an emergency. Staying by Carlee's side in this state will only make me a burden. Lord Elad said. I would like to learn martial arts for self-defense. Mason thought, he's just like the guild master when she was young. Mason replied. Well, I could teach you that, but... Lord Elad interrupted. You're of nobility. Wouldn't it be better to learn how to wield a sword properly from a knight instead of a guard? Lord Elad asked. How to wield a sword? Mason explained. In the past, people practiced one-on-one with a skilled knight. These days, they learn at the academy. You'll have to learn that to pass the knight's exam, as well. You could also make friends your age if you go to the academy. Lord Elad said. I did hear about the academy back at the Sovereign Council's banquet. But, Lord Elad asked, does the academy? Require a tuition? Mason replied. Commoners are allowed to attend nowadays, but that's only if they can afford it. I'd be grateful if you would keep our conversation today a secret. Lord Elad said. If you wish, your lordship. Lord Elad replied. Thank you. Getting any more support from Carlee would be pathetic. Time went on until it was finally the royal birthday. It was almost time to cut the birthday cake and drink some tea. Traditionally, the birthday cake is baked with a golden coin inside. After cutting the cake according to the number of people, the person who receives the slice with the golden coin is celebrated for the day. That was the tradition, but... Tradition? Bah! That was made up by previous generations of merchants, Lord Elad said. It's not an old custom of the kingdom? Carlee Browning asked. It's been around for 20 or 30 years at most. All of it was made up by Jerry and them. They're the ones who made people think cutting cake with a golden coin inside is a long-standing tradition. They wanted people to buy cakes on the royal birthday every year, Carlee explained. Then what about all the cake shops? Lord Elad questioned. Grandma's cakes, 100 years of tradition. They're all fake, Carlee responded. So it was all just a sales trick. I kind of feel like I found out a huge secret about the kingdom, Lord Elad said. I guess it is a pretty big secret, Carlee admitted. Is it really okay for you to tell me something like that? Lord Elad asked. Why not? You're one of us anyway. Let's go now. It's time. We have to go cut the birthday cake with Lord Lennox, Carlee said. Count Lennox, head of the Lennox Company, and Noelle Lennox, Count Lennox's granddaughter, joined them. Carlee thought. I've always felt uncomfortable meeting the Lennox family, whether it's the Count or the kid next to him. For all sorts of reasons. Here, Noelle. The milk is hot. Let me cool it down for you, Count Lennox said. It's weird to see that old man acting like that. When I heard you rejected my brother, I thought that meant you didn't care about men's appearances. Judging from the young lord's face, I guess my brother just wasn't your type. Taste is important, after all. You're cute right now, but you look like you're going to be handsome once you grow up. I get my analysis skills from my mom, actually, Noelle said. My little Noelle is so smart, Count Lennox praised. Oh, thank you, Noelle responded shyly. Lord Elad thought. I can feel how uncomfortable Carlee is next to me. These Lennox people. Let's finish this business and go home, Carlee whispered to Lord Elad. As the head of the Lennox business, Count Lennox was known as the Iron Giant, but right now, he just looked like a kind old grandpa. Let's hurry and cut the cake, Carlee urged. Wow, Noelle exclaimed. I hope I get the golden coin. Seeing her like this, Lord Elad thought. She's definitely a little kid. I'll take a piece too then, Lord Elad said. That's the golden birthday coin. If it would be all right, could I give you this golden coin, Noelle? He offered. Really? Thank you, your lordship, Noelle said excitedly. Traditionally, you're not supposed to keep the golden coin from the cake. You have to spend it during the festival. And if you spend it on a gift for someone special, both you and the person who receives the gift are blessed with good luck, Carlee explained. This results in a feedback loop of increased consumption, domestic market development, and sales increases for the guild, Carlee added. Now that I know the motivation behind it, it's not exciting at all, Lord Elad admitted. Grandpa, I'll buy you something tasty with this, Noelle said. Ah, my sweet child. How nice of you, Count Lennox replied warmly. Noelle, there's a cafeteria right out front. The cookies they sell there make great gifts, Carlee suggested. You may go buy some. I'll wait for you here, Count Lennox said. I'll be right back, Noelle said, running off. Be safe, Count Lennox called after her. His expression changed as soon as the door closed, and so did Carlee's. Honestly, sir, if you need something, just tell me. Don't use your grandson to send me a message. You know that makes me uncomfortable, Carlee said sharply. I didn't ask for this. Noah set it up without asking me. And is that kid still teasing you? Ha! That's my grandson, Count Lennox chuckled. You Lennox men think you're all so great, huh? Carlee snapped. Should I be here for this? Lord Elad thought. Anyway, I assume you aren't hoping to talk about world affairs at the moment. Why did you want to meet? Carlee asked. That's true. The world isn't what puts food on the table. We have to talk about monetary affairs. Listen, Third. Dispatch some men to your copper mines in the north, and keep quiet about it, Count Lennox instructed. My name is Carlee, not Third. And why the copper mines, all of a sudden? We gave that over to Herschel and Company a while ago, Carlee replied. Herschel and Company consisted of some people who used to be a part of the Brownings Guild but left to create independent businesses. Herschel is one of those people. The copper mines used to be owned by the Brownings but were passed over to Herschel and Company. Despite consistent demand, the cost of the copper has dropped, indicating possible price manipulation. I'll look into it, but I'm sure it's a mistake. Herschel isn't clumsy with his work. Indeed. I'm sure that's why he hasn't been on my radar thus far. Why are you automatically suspecting our family? Carlee asked. Family? You're sticking with that rhetoric, are you? I've never heard of a merchant with integrity before, Count Lennox scoffed. There you go again, Carlee sighed. Listen to me, Third. This is all because you do not manage your underlings properly. That's why that stupid son of the Beckett household that your lawyer and clown-like accountant ruined was able to procure weapons and horses to take you out. Count Lennox ranted. Count Lennox said, a gun, of all things. And it wasn't even the kind that a simple safety department member should have. Do money and objects rain from the sky for you? Do they grow on trees? Carlee Browning responded. You are far too interested in the happenings of another household. Just how much did he find out before coming here? That issue has already been handled. We've investigated where the funds came from. We also found and sent a spy. It was handled quickly and efficiently, Carlee added. Carlee? Lord Elad said, concerned. Count Lennox interjected. Don't act tough. You only play the role of the guild master. In reality, you can't even control a single guild. And you're no different, kid. What on earth are you doing here? I heard you're just wasting time during a great opportunity like this. You excuse me? Lord Elad stammered. Your laziness befits your bloodline. You're not the slightest bit like Ellen, Count Lennox remarked. Ellen? Do you mean my great-grandmother? Lord Elad asked. Of course. Ellen Elad was a rare breed of hero, even in her time. She had a talent that was unfortunately wasted on her position as a second wife. It's because of Ellen that the Elad household retained a mansion in the capital despite having fallen to pieces, Count Lennox explained. I told her to leave that useless household and become a Lennox, but she refused. The heir to that useless household, Count Lennox continued. Lord Elad thought. My great-grandmother detested the Elad family. How long do you plan to play around, kid? Do you have no intent to work like her? Count Lennox demanded. Like my great-grandmother? Lord Elad asked. Did you know that your great-grandmother was top of her class at the academy? She ended up being pushed into a marriage by her family before she could graduate, but if she had finished her schooling, she probably would have graduated at the top of her class as well. You need a dream, kid. Is there really nothing you want to do? Count Lennox urged. I didn't know that she went to the academy. Something I want to do? Even if there was something that I wanted to do, could I really wish for it? Compared to before, I'm still getting more than I deserve. Wouldn't having a dream in the midst of all this be selfish? Lord Elad pondered aloud. Carlee thought. It's obvious what he's thinking. I'll bear that in mind, Lord Elad said. See you next time, Noel called out. We get a lot of attention, so we'll say farewell here. Have a safe trip, Carlee said. At the Brownings Guild birthday celebration, Carlee observed. He looks quite sleepy. Is it bedtime for a growing boy? Shall we head back now? No, you don't have to leave because of me, Lord Elad protested. I was planning on leaving anyway. On days like this, the boss should leave early, Carlee replied. Really? Lord Elad asked. Of course. Let's go rest, Carlee insisted. What are you guys doing here? Shouldn't you be enjoying the party? Carlee asked Amy Rose and the others. We're going to go drink in your room. Would you like to drink with us too, madam? Amy Rose invited. Do I even have a say in the matter? Carlee retorted. Of course not, Amy Rose said, laughing. Come on, let's go for a second round, Amy urged. Wait, Carlee said, trying to keep up. There probably aren't very many people who can treat their boss like that, Amy remarked. Ethel went to bed, Amy noted. Did you know that you're the only one who's married here, madam? Amy asked. Is this really marriage? Carlee questioned. What else would it be? Amy replied. Sometimes I feel that. There are a lot of families among the nobility who sell off their girls to marriage. Those women probably felt awful, Carlee reflected. Of course. It's insulting, Amy agreed. Especially the second wives of those men, who are supposed to be fathers. Don't you think, Marie? So did you feel guilty for suddenly buying a husband with money? Amy asked. Of course I did. Look at how kind he is, Carlee admitted. Carlee thought. I thought it would only be temporary, but he's still changing out those flowers. At first I liked that he was mature, but it wasn't a good thing. Being good at reading people despite his age means that he's had to swallow his emotions ever since he was young because of his environment. What are you talking about? You're still young too, Amy said. When did you get so drunk? Carlee asked. I am not drunk, Harper Blythe interjected. I wasn't talking to you, Harper. If you're drunk, go to bed, Carlee said. I want to go to bed too, Harper said. Do not sleep on the floor, Amy, Carlee insisted. None of you can hold your drink, Lord Elad said, entering the room. Carlee? I came to check on you because you weren't coming down to the cafeteria. Are they even alive? Lord Elad asked. Lord Elad thought. I think this is my first time seeing her asleep. Is she in pain? I want to vomit, Carlee mumbled. See, Carlee. Hold it in. Go to the bathroom. Go! Lord Elad exclaimed.